Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and today I'm here in Hesperia with my friend Rob.
What's up, buddy?
RJ Fab.
Good to see you, man.
So let's dig in on this one. I love the story you were talking about of how you
just how I got
with
the truck?
Yeah,
it's just funny. I was just having dinner with my brother-in-law, and he's just like, hey, I hear you want to build a Ranger. I was gonna sell my work truck for like $1,200. He just tosses me the keys. He's like, here, just drive that home. You can have it. So.
And it's a perfectly good driving truck at the time.
Yep.
So I'm guessing the only thing left from the original Ranger is portions of the cab?
So the cab and then the frame from the front frame horns to just behind the cab is still factory. You know, it wasn't gonna be this radical, but as you start building, you're like, oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do this. This build took like 4.5 years because it was nights and weekends and a little bit of after work. I had a big block Chevy sitting in the engine room. Brandon's like, well, I don't know if anybody's ever put a big block in a Ranger. Let's put a big block in it instead of a small
So that's
block.
what's in here is a big block Chevy?
Yes, and a lot of people like this generation thinks that that's an LS engine. But no, this is a Mark IV iron, old school big block Chevy. Like what you'd have in a 70 Chevelle or something like that. So,
Got it.
You know, it's got, Chris Strub designed the camshaft. It's got a bullet roller cam in it. And it's got good parts, like all good parts throughout. Scat crankshaft and, you know, Manley H-beam rods, stuff like that. It ended up being 460 inch if you go 30 over. And so it's like 681 on Pettis's engine dyno. And I think I made like 434 horsepower on my chassis dyno.
Okay.
So
I mean, it looks like a monster. 39s. I love your side exits here. So tell me all like chassis, suspension. I mean, even like the bumper, this is all your fabrication, right?
Yeah, so all the design of it's ours. Fox shocks throughout, you know, bypasses in the front with coilovers in the front, same thing in the rear. You know, it has like 20 inches of travel in the front, 28 inches of travel in the rear. And we just designed everything ourselves, the swing steer. This is the first like hardcore off-road truck I ever built. So we just took our time and did a bunch of research, and it worked out good. Now we're building a bunch of these things. Like it's kind of cool and neat. But I thought as we're building, because I build drag race cars, so I'm like, oh yeah, we'll get this thing in like the 4,200 pound range. No. I mean,
how much does it weigh?
It weighs 6,200 pounds.
Holy shit,
yeah,
really?
She's fat, yeah, she's fat. And I'm weight conscious as I build. Like there's some things you have to put some beef into on these things.
Ultimately, this is like a full kind of luxury pre-runner,
That's exactly what it is, you know. And we always build our own headers and exhaust system. Yeah. And then I have Young Gun coated inside and out. You know, this I did the titanium color coating on it. I like that for the off-road stuff. So I have the biggest axles you can fit. They're 300M. Jose at Summer Brothers built them. 300M 45 spline. So they're big, and in a pre-runner situation, I'll probably never break them. Unless I'm being an idiot and I land on the gas full throttle or something. You might snap an axle maybe or something. But, and you know, we had smaller brakes initially. Now it has the big Willwood 6 pistons, 14-inch rotors. Sean, you know how these pin works? You push this little detent pin, you pull this out. I got to put weight on it to do it, but pull this pin out there for me. There you go. Yeah, and then I like to do a trunk. And I don't know how dirty this is gonna be back in here, but
bitchin', dude.
So you know, keep the jack in here and the jack extension, batteries, tow strap.
Is it a fuel cell?
Yeah, so the fuel cell, you can see it through here.
Oh yeah.
So a 50-gallon cell up against the cab.
I don't want to look at your interior here because I saw you climbing in. It's a proper caged vehicle. Wow, it's so bitchin', dude. I mean, just one simple thing. I say this in that manner of like, I know the things that look simple are usually the least simple.
You're 100% right. If it looks
like coming
pretty
through
and simple,
the dash here like this.
Yeah, I wanted a headliner. I wanted a nice interior. Where do you spend most of your time in a vehicle? On the inside.
Totally with you, dude.
So I call it the office. You know, I want the office to look nice. I want it to look good inside here. So so we just built an aluminum dash, covered it. You know, my upholstery guy, Rudy at Upholstery Plus, covered all this stuff for us. And then these are Corbeau Baja XP seats, and he recovered everything, put my logos in them, and built an aluminum center console. He covered that. And then all our carpet is snap in.
Oh,
so
really?
you can unsnap it and build new carpet or clean it or whatever you need to do just to kind of make it easier. And then everything, all the floors lined with lizard skin. So it has the sound deadener and then the ceramic heat resistant liner that they have, and it makes a big difference. Because I've been in some off-road trucks that I've melted a pair of Vans before in an off-road.
Really?
Yeah. So, and this truck's not like that. It gets warm to the touch.
I'm wearing Vans, so I'm glad to know.
No, yeah, it's not like that in this one. It does really keep a lot of the heat out, and so this thing's actually really comfortable inside. Yeah. It's a little tight. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a small cab truck versus, you know, I'd rather have a big cab, but.
I can't stop looking at this cage, how bitchin' it is. I mean, I can't imagine what it takes to like fit it in there.
So you cut the roof off. So you
really?
you build the whole cage, and then you cut the roof off at the mid. We usually do, well, I think we were about 3 inches up from the belt line. We cut the whole roof off, lifted the roof off, welded everything complete, and then just welded the roof back on. And that's the right way to do it. And then we have the iPad over here. So I have a Race Pack, does all the functions for the wiring. So I have a smart wire PDM in this thing. But I just have this where, you know, it's just power. You have 2 ignitions. I have 2 ignitions on it. Fire right up.
That's really cool.
Then you can see the engine functions on the iPad. I don't know if you can pick it up, but.
Then is that right next to the shifter? Is that like reverse lockout?
Yeah, this is a reverse lockout. So I always use a drag shifter in my off-road trucks because it shifts like a sequential. Yeah, and I saw that on a Herman Motorsports car years ago, the impact mount.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll show you how it works. It's cool. And like I said, I saw it on a Herman Motorsports car, a Class 1 car years ago, but.
That is so cool.
If you're done with it, you just.
Man, I just love how smart builders are.
So it's naked.
So we'll show pictures of what this thing looks like, because this looks like a mini version of that kind of.
That's what it is.
But this is based on, you started with a Razor, right?
Yeah, so this was a 2018 Turbo S Razor chassis or platform, just a stock car, and I probably put maybe 100 miles on it, goofing off in it.
I wish this thing was together.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll show you guys pictures.
The coolest thing about this is it's street legal too. Like there's not a lot of street legal Razors.
Comedy to me that it's street legal.
And that's just the funnest thing. I think it goes like 85 or 86 miles an hour or something, so it's okay. I mean, it's not going to set any records or anything, but
no.
It's fine.
But you're just banging on it, screaming. Yeah. So. You know, you mentioned, this is one I'm curious, and if you don't want this on camera, then we'll just edit it out, but I am curious, like if somebody came to you and said, I want to build that, here's a Ranger to start with, what's it going to cost me?
Yeah, you don't have to edit out. It's $350,000.
350 grand to build that.
To duplicate that truck exactly how it is.
Yeah.
It goes up or down from there, depending on what you want to do.
Well, cool, man. Let's fire up this thing and go.
Okay, yeah, let's go have some fun.
Scare the hell out of me.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you say that because you've done this a lot. I guarantee you're going to hear me screaming, and it's going to be hilarious.
We're not going to have helmets on. We're not going to get super crazy. We're just going to have a little fun.
Yeah, famous last words, you guys.
We're just gonna have a little fun.
Trouble?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna run from the guy. Morning.
Badass truck, but do you really think that was okay?
Well, no, you're absolutely right. Absolutely 100% not. You got me dead to rights too, dude, so whatever you...
How fast were you going?
I actually don't know, because I wasn't...
From the dirt onto the road?
Well, I was following a truck, so I don't know how fast I was going as far as speeding, but in the dirt I was speeding for sure. So, but I don't know. I wasn't looking at my speedometer, so I don't know exactly how fast I was going.
Where are you coming from?
From my house, and we're just doing some filming right now.
Where are you taking it to?
I was going to go down this trail, and there's a couple jumps out here that we were just going to film on.
Okay. Not today.
Okay.
There's you're not allowed to off-road out here.
Okay. Well, no, I realize that because I live here, but because the vehicle's licensed, registered, and insured, it's a street legal. Am I still allowed to or no? Like, I'll do what you say.
Technically, no.
So, okay.
And right now, I'm out. Literally, all I'm doing today is this.
Yep. Okay. 100%.
How much money you got in this thing?
Well, we build these, so this is a 350K build.
All right. Don't do that again.
Okay, well, I want to make sure it's totally okay. So these guys came from a long way to film. Can I go up behind my house up there and do that? It's actually not in Hesperia.
Right up that way.
Okay, all right, thanks, bud. I appreciate it. You guys saved us, because you guys came a long way to film. So.
I'm just gonna go for the ride and shut up. I don't know nothing. I think I just pissed myself.
No, you're fine, man.
Over here. That's not right. Actually, I'm glad you're relaxed. I don't know what else to say except for holy hell, that was badass. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.